the goose just pushed its way out the fence and he just flew back to his farm. Now for anyone considering buying a property, there are a few things that you should keep in mind. I know every vlog is starting like this at the moment, but this is reality and real farm life. We're going to check our goose that we settled in last night and make sure that she's okay. We'll let her out into the chicken coop and let her have a bit of a free range inside the chicken coop, of course, just until she gets used to it. Hopefully they all get along, so we'll make sure that she's settled in after she was making a few noises last night and double check that everything is okay in the chicken coop.
I've been in your waters, been knocking at your door. I know one thing for sure, I've never been so close.
Everybody ready? Let's see how she is.
Here they come, girlies.
Hey, come on.
Look
Here
out.
she is.
Here she comes.
Hang on, everybody.
She's still in. Oh, she's hiding behind the blocks. How cute. Come on. She's in here. She's a bit scared. She's not very happy with you. There she is.
Where we got her from, it was about 40 geese. So it must be a bit of a strange feeling for her, but she's definitely better off here on our farm.
Yeah, with lots of
than where she
feed
came
and
from, because
yeah, lots of grass.
lots of grass.
Look at these little ones.
Come on.
Eating their brekkie.
Is it come out? Is it upset?
Can you see the chickens now? There's the chickens. Oh, she's pretty friendly.
Well, as you can see in the background, Mother Goose, she's not ready to come out yet. She's trying to settle in. She's a little bit scared, so we'll just give her time and she can come out whenever she's ready.
Good morning, you two. Good morning, Sass. What are all these little grass things on you? Hey, you look a bit shabby this morning with all these little bits on you. Where's the horsey? Horsey! Go check out the garden. It's a beautiful morning, the sun's out, so that's a plus this morning. Blaine's just securing the chicken coop, the chicken run, so that the goose can't get underneath the wire, because I think she's pretty smart and she might do that. She's looking a bit sad and I hope she's okay, but we might have to go and get her another friend. That's the thing, you don't want to leave them to feel lonely, so. Kazzy! Kaz will help you.
Everything's so.
What, halves?
If we get another goose, I think we're going to need to extend.
Oh yeah, that's just a temporary sort of holding pen, I guess. We eventually want them to free range, so that's just kind of like a excuse me, that's just kind of like a temporary thing, just so they get used to their surroundings. So we've got to kind of keep them locked up for, well, in that we've got to keep them in the smaller yard for at least 2 weeks. Apparently that's what the word on the farm is, and then they get used to where they live and they know that's their home, and they kind of she's talking to the horsies, and then they get territorial. That's the one. They get territorial and they know that that's their place and that's where they go, and they have their little roosting box or nesting box. So that's what we're doing. So we don't plan on keeping them in there for the whole time. All right, well, I'm heading out today. I'm going to take Blaine's mum for a appointment, and then I'll be back this afternoon. But I'm going to leave you guys in the capable hands of these farmers here, Farmer Coda, Farmer Blaine and Farmer Harvey. Let's see what they get up to today. What you doing?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the kale is looking really good. It's almost smoothie worthy. I'll see you later, Coates. We just realised the goose has got out of the chicken coop and it's walking around and Blaine and Harvey are trying to catch it. Life, oh! It just flew away. Oh, birds of a feather flock together.
So it's time to get rid of all the weeds and rubbish that are around the veggie garden that I pulled out the other day. I have one little problem. The goose just pushed its way out the fence and he just flew back to his farm that he came from over there. So my goose skills weren't real flash. It didn't last very long. It literally opened the door this morning. He came out, he looked at the food, he pushed his way out. I saw him push his way out and then I tried to get to him and then he just took off. I think it's a her. So yeah, bit disappointing. Not what I had planned. So Harvey went to see if he could catch the goose and he's just come back and he has fallen in the creek. What happened?
Well, I knew that I had to go through the water and stuff, so I rolled my pants up, took my shoes off, and I had it. There was like this lagoon sort of bit, and I thought it was shallow because I could sort of see the bottom. And I was walking out, and there was lots of that weed on the surface. And I saw it, and it was pretty close, and I was sneaking up on it, and it wasn't going anywhere. And then I just stepped, and I just dropped off. It was just a straight drop, and I just went into here, and I climbed down onto a log, and then I just couldn't believe it.
T-shirt is
Yeah, I just went straight
that would have been.
I got to the edge of the drop off, and I stepped, and my foot just went on it, and it just slid down.
So it's just cruising in the creek?
Yeah, with its friend. There's two down there.
Oh, it's with that one?
Yeah, it was, one has brown on its head, and then this one that I was trying to get our one, it was just all white.
Yeah.
And I was really close.
Oh, well.
But it wasn't letting me get close this morning, it was just...
Yeah.
The closest I got was about me to yours.
So why didn't you get it?
Because I couldn't.
That's so
I got
funny.
that close and I was sneaking up, and then I just fell in.
I didn't quite realise how many weeds I pulled out the other day. As you can see here, we're loaded up. And I'm going to take it over to the fire pile over there, which hopefully it'll dry out soon and I can burn it. What's wrong, mate? Oh, Gaz. What's wrong? Hey, calm down. It's all right. Calm down. leak on the pump. I have to fix up here. The pump's leaking. You can see that, look. I'm going to have to pull that apart in a minute and get that sorted, Codes. Yeah, there's ants, an ant nest. So you need to be really careful. No, because there's lots of them. I definitely need to sort the rainwater pump out because we run on rainwater tanks, so every little bit of water is precious. So that's something that I really need to get onto right now. Now, for anyone considering buying a property, there are a few things that you should keep in mind. Firstly, it is hard work. I grew up in Melbourne on a small block of land, probably 700 square metre block. We had, it seemed like a reasonable sized garden at the time. My father was always out there gardening and doing his thing and always looked amazing. So I kind of got a little bit of a passion for gardening through him. And then I moved to the Gold Coast in Queensland, bought a property, was only small. You could hear the neighbours talking next door and it just got the better of me, and I said to Ruth and I decided that we need to get on a property because she loved horses and grew up on a property. And then we sold up, moved down here and purchased this property. And never having grown up on a property, I didn't realise the hard work. I knew it would be hard, but it's like a full-time job. So we have a 21-acre property and it's never ending. Like, I can literally whippersnip the driveway. It's probably 500-metre driveway, get to the end, and then in 2 weeks time I've got to pretty much do it again. It's like that around the whole property. Whippersnipping is never ending. I've got palms that always fall down and paddocks that need slashing constantly. Water pumps, as you can see, the water pump's just gone, so that's another one. And yeah, it's literally a full-time job, so make sure that you keep that in mind. And if you want to start growing things, then you have to maintain that, keep on top of it all. I actually love it. I love being outside. It's good at the moment because we've been traveling and I've still got that fair bit of time up my sleeve to get on top of things, so that's a bonus. If I was going to work full-time and doing my plumbing, it is very tiring because you get home and you're hanging for your weekends, and then your weekend revolves around just doing work on the property, so you feel like you kind of don't get a break. If you had machinery, I still like tractors and stuff, I don't have that. I still think that it would feel exactly the same no matter what. Yeah, so trust me, it's good bringing up your kids on a property like this. They have a ball. There's always something for them to do and something different to see. I love it, but it is a really hard work, and farmers that farm properly and do it full time, I really have respect for that. They're amazing people, and you can appreciate when you're eating your vegetables and all your food that your farmers provide. It's definitely good to know the hard work that they put in. Harvey's still the gate man. He was the gate man on the Murray. Oh, he's got his pocket knife. Look out, here comes the horse. It's a bit funny today. What's wrong with you today, Kaz? A bit funny.
I'll do that. Oh, look.
There's our fire pile. There's not much in it really. It's not too bad, is it? Quite bad. So I need to pull this temporary fencing down that was keeping the horses in this paddock when we were away. So I'm going to pull these pigtails out, they're called. They're perfect for electrifying fences because they've got the insulation on them. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now, pulling that. What have you got? Big skateboard? It was in the old stables, wasn't it? So I found an old sink that the original owners had left out the back of the stables in the dirt. I just dug that out. I found some old timber, and I'm thinking of making like a... A what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, not sure what he said. And I'm thinking of making like a planter sink where I can plant veggies and I can rinse stuff off if I need be, and I'll just sit it up around the veggie garden. So there's the old sink. It's a pretty long one. I found some old posts, an old sleeper, so see what I can do. So I've just cut 2 insert bits. I'm going to make this very basic. Got 1 insert in down here. I'm just going to put this one in here, like so, and then that'll sit back up. Nail them together, and then I'm going to cut some post for the legs, and then just drill them in and have the legs. Put a couple of cross braces in. Should be very basic. So there's the rough frame. I'm going to cut 4 legs for each corner. I'm going to cut them at about 800 mil long. We do millimeters in Australia, so I'm going to cut it at 800 mil long, and then that'll bring the table up to a reasonable working height. So that's it. I just need to put a couple of braces on the legs. But it's just so you can sit pots on there, do a bit of planting, keep it really simple. It's all recycled stuff again off the property, so that's one good thing. Needs a little bit of work. I need to get some longer screws and screw it together. The nails that I have used aren't ideal, but I don't have any screws, so I definitely will screw it off. So that probably took me the whole of a half an hour to knock that up. It's just a little something I want to set up so I can plant seedlings on, and here it is here. I've got seedling trays, I've got more of them up in the garage, I've got pots. I just want to start some seedlings in seedling trays and pots, and then I can transfer them when they get a bit bigger into the gardens and wherever else I like. So yeah, I just wanted a little spot so I'm not bending down all the time. It's perfect height, even the kids could probably use it. I've made it that little bit lower, so yeah, all out of recycled stuff to go with the chicken shed and the veggie gardens. Everything is, yeah, pretty much recycled, so that's what we're trying to achieve here.
So I'm home from the shops, and Blaine has apparently been busy building something today, and I'm going to...
When she says today, it literally took me half an hour to build this thing.
Just this afternoon.
But the big job was getting the weeds away from around the veggie garden and other things.
Gonna go have a look.
We'll have a
also, I have to mention, this morning you guys saw the goose got out, and it's a bit of a funny story, but it's kind of like, I'm kind of quietly happy about it, because the goose got out of the pen, the holding pen, I guess you could say, and Blaine was trying to catch it, as you guys saw on the footage, and shortly after that it flew across the paddock. So it flew over here, all the way over the paddock, and these trees down here at the end, just there is a creek. It's actually just a natural creek bed, and it flows. It's a beautiful little spot, and guess what? It flew down there, and there just so happens to be another goose. Couldn't believe it, but that's where it's down there at the moment, and we just feel like...
So when you guys saw Harvey all wet after he'd fallen in, our goose is down there with the other goose that escaped from the farmer's property, and it's been down there for months, he said, and they've teamed up now, so they're both swimming around in this beautiful creek, having a lovely old life.
So, you know, it's kind of like bittersweet. Yes, we paid some money for this goose and we brought it to our property, but we have actually, it's free ranging on the property, so to speak, really, because it's found a friend down at the creek. So it's pretty amazing, and what a twist of fate
And we'll,
for the goose.
We'll actually try and get some footage of it swimming around down there.
Oh, definitely, yeah, and show you guys. Let's go see this, what is it?
It's just a planter.
A planter.
Just a
planter sink bench. A workstation.
A workstation.
Okay. It's looking good, all cleaned up around here.
Yeah, it's getting there. So here's the planter station. Basic.
Wow. Look at this, guys.
Recycled.
Oh, it's cute. It's like a mud kitchen almost.
Yeah, pretty much. Pots, potting mix. Yeah, I could get a tap to it at some point. I'll just drill a hole through this. Pretty heavy, so it's solid.
Where did this sink come from?
Out the back of the old stables. The original owners had left this sink out in the dirt. And I was walking around down there thinking of what I can come up with for a bit of a workstation, and then I saw this and I thought, I'll just use that's easy.
Looks pretty impressive, and it matches the chicken coop. Very good. So it's a nice, good workstation for potting, and you've got your potting mix underneath there. It's a good height, nice and solid. Looks pretty good. You happy with it?
Yeah, it's you know, rough, but it's ideal for what we want it for.
And look at all my kale. I'm so excited about this. My dream is to come out here in the mornings and pick my kale for my smoothies. Look at that, it's almost ready. I can also make kale chips with those as well, but look, got purple kale here, and then the spinach. So yeah, it's coming along. Wow, look at all these cars. Now Blaine, I don't want you to take offense to this, but is there some kind of issue you have here with colour sorting?
No, I just wanted to see how many cars we have.
Look at that! Coda, are you in toy car heaven here? Look! My goodness!
Look how many
so many cars, and they're all colour coordinated.
Just see how many we have.
There's a lot.
That's a motorbike, Dad.
What you
Well,
got?
mainly me.
Yeah.
That's colour. A motorbike. Motorbike.
It's a motorbike, a special one. And these cars have pretty much been through Bailey, Harvey, Kokoda, and some of them are even Blaine's from when he was younger, aren't they?
Yeah,
Can you find any of them? Some of them. This one.
Look at that. That's,
that was one of yours. Okay, so I have just been outside and it started raining. I was playing with the horses. Hey! Hello, do you want to come say goodbye? Ah, come here. Yeah, so I was just outside. Playing with the horses and having a nice time, and it started raining on me, so I came back inside. I forgot to tell you guys, today when I was at the shops I actually bought Lily a potty, so I'm going to start potty training her or toilet training her whenever she's pretty much showing signs like she's interested in what we're doing. Actually, I have to show you what she's doing right now. So this is you want to show them your potty? This is her potty that we bought today, as you can see. Yeah, you go and do the toilets, but you've got your nappy on at the moment. You can see she's sort of, whoopsie, you can see she's sort of making the connection now that she's ready to start putting it all together. Hello. So yeah, that's the next big thing for her, is getting her potty trained, and I don't think it's going to take long because she's very smart. Mummy's boots. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to end the vlog now. Hope you guys have enjoyed spending the day on the farm with us. We're really loving this farm life thing. Coda wants to show you something as well. It's a movie world pass. Yeah, so we'll hopefully go, it's the school holidays here, so technically, yeah, sissy. I'm getting attacked by toddlers and babies. It's the school holidays here technically, so we might try and get some fun things, some fun activities in on our down days where we're not doing too much around the farm. When we're not doing too much around the farm, we're going to take the kids out and do some exploring, do some adventuring, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's something to look forward to in our vlogs as well. I just want to thank you guys for turning up every time we upload. It means a lot to us. We've said this before and we mean it. Like, you guys are everything to us. You're the reason we keep uploading and bringing you content. So thank you for watching our videos, and give it a like if you liked it today. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, don't forget to live, love, respect.